Hi, everyone. Today I have an awesome lady. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kimberly. I am the founder and operator of the Chefette SRQ,
The chef, what is it called?
the Chefette,
The chefette.
like a lady chef.
Oh,
Mm.
fancy. I like that a lot. Sounds awesome. So Kimmy is a dear friend of mine, and since I've known her, she always loved to cook.
Yes.
So Kimmy, could you explain to our audience what got you into cooking?
So looking, what you see what and pepper was. I've always loved to cook. When I was young, I would just create terrible things in the kitchen. Well, you don't know till you try. It's true.
Yeah.
But it goes to show you that, like, there are certain gifts and qualities that are placed in us, even at a young age, that we have the opportunity to uncover.
Right.
And I got my opportunity to do that. So I went to culinary school as a high school student. So
Oh,
I dual enrolled
okay.
in the cooking program at a local technical college. And I graduated high school with my certified culinarian certificate.
Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah. And I was just kind of in the hospitality industry since then in different ways.
Mhm.
I worked at like with banquet catering and anywhere from like the little dive bars, cooking the grill. Okay. But I think what made me realize that this was a possibility to be a personal chef, to like grow a personal chef company was that I was working as an estate manager for a wealthy woman and her family in 2020, and they would ask me to cook. Yes. And it just kind of like set off a little light bulb, and I started freelancing. And then 2023 in June, I launched the Chefette SRQ.
Wow. And did you also go to what's did you go to school for cooking after high school?
Well, so I dual enrolled.
Oh, you do Illinois.
So I went to culinary school for
Mhm.
2 years simultaneously
Wow.
being in high school.
Wow.
So I graduated
Wow.
both at the same time.
Wow. So you've had this business for 2 years, you said?
Yes, we're going into the 3rd year.
Okay. And what does your day-to-day look like doing this business?
Okay, like, what do I do? Like, what does a day in the life look
Yeah.
like?
Yeah. Like,
Okay.
cooking for other clients. Do you go grocery shopping for them as well? Do they do that themselves? Do you
Yeah.
cook at their home or here?
Yeah, so what that initially looks like is I'll do a consultation with them to see if we're a good fit. I'll find out all of their dietary needs and restrictions, their preferences, and like all of that kind of thing. And then, so my daily looks like we plan a menu a day or two ahead, and I make a grocery list of everything that I will need. And I go to their home, I check the inventory so that way we're not overbuying anything.
Right.
And then I'll go to the grocery store, pick everything up. Like if they need toilet paper, I'll pick that up too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, then we come back and we cook all of the meals, we package everything,
Well,
and then we clean the kitchen, and all of our clients, they have the food they need for the weekend.
that's awesome. Can a client set a preference? For example, can someone come to you and say, hey, I would like to have 2 meals a day for a week, or I would like to have 3 meals a day for a week, or, do you have different package deals that you set with them?
Yeah, so we do have different package deals. So the basic one is 3 family-size meals, or so typically a family between, like, 2 and 4, there'll be, like, enough for 1 or 2 meals depending on, like, how much they eat, and then the next package up is 4 family-size meals, so that usually looks like, um like 3 dinners and a breakfast or a lunch, or if they want all 4
Okay.
entrees, they can do that. And then the next package is like the fully stocked one, and so it's 3 family size meals, and then like snacks. So like if they wanted like muffins or the kids are super active and needed like fruit cut up for the week,
Okay.
and so
Wow, that's awesome. So you started this business on your own, right?
I did.
How much in the last 2 years has God grown this business, and are you still doing it on your own?
Yeah, so I did start this business with just me, and um it's grown pretty good. So I started off when I was freelancing, I had just one steady client, and then they moved away to Georgia. And so I thought it was the perfect opportunity to, like step in to be like a real grown up business owner. And so I started with one client, and now I personally serve. I cook for families 4 days a week in their residence, and I have another chef who helps me. And in busy seasons, we can be serving anywhere from 5 to 8 families a week.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, yeah. And the hope is to grow substantially, and I would love to have a team of 13 chefs.
So that's your goal?
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
goal
Wow.
by the end of 2026 to have 60 clients and 12 to 13 chefs.
Wow, that's an amazing goal.
I'm pumped. And like the Lord is really making a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really puts me in front of the right people at the right time. And so like I get to practice doing it, but it's only a matter of time with what he said comes into its fullness.
And do you mind sharing that vision of what he said, or is that more private?
Yeah, I can share.
Okay.
So in January of 2024, I was taking a trip to California to do like a little Jesus retreat.
Okay.
And when I was out there, I was driving and I just felt like the Lord giving me permission to expand my vision. And um, he was showing me that there were going to be branches in multiple cities across the nation.
Wow.
And so the vision is to become like the most successful and well known personal chef company in the nation.
Wow.
And
Let's go.
yeah, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
And so to be to be pioneering it with him is really special.
Wow. Did you, when you first started, did you ever, like, even now today, did you ever have moments where you felt like giving up and this is too much, this is overwhelming? And if you did, what helped you get through those humps?
Mhm.
Because I know starting a business isn't always rainbows and butterflies, right?
Yeah, and for the longest time, I didn't believe I could. I never thought I was smart enough or, well, good enough, and it, like, was with the Lord's, like, healing and learning to love myself in certain seasons that I understood that I do have the capacity to do anything that He sets in my soul to do, you know? And so, there have been times where it's been challenging, but it's really like I never considered quitting because what God says He's going to do. And so it's only just a matter of time until it's done. So,
Yeah. So he gave you the vision, and if you would have quit, you wouldn't be here today.
right.
So it's about like renewing your mind and holding fast to what he spoke over you.
Yeah. And just like knowing that He's faithful to finish the good things that He starts and getting to practice that regularly. But I feel like it's just mostly fun.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm learning a lot and it's just fun to me.
Wow. Well, yeah, especially when you love what you do, right? It doesn't always feel like work. Like you love to cook and you like to watch other people eat, and other people like to eat your food. So I'm sure there's this like satisfaction when you make something and you see other people enjoy it. You're like, yeah, I did a good job.
For sure. Like, the hit of dopamine for instant gratification or like,
Yeah, and that hypes you up and makes you want to keep going, right?
yeah, yeah. But like the vision really is to bring families back to the dinner table.
Hmm.
Um, because food is not just about like enjoying and like it's more than that. It's feeding your body, but it's also a means of connection. And I think in the States, that's something that we're kind of missing right now is because people are busy. Like if there is a nuclear family, either
Yeah.
mom or dad is working and the kids, they have like school and sports, and it really does just take a village. And so the heartbeat behind what we do at the Chefette is to like really cultivate family by relieving the stress and the responsibility of, all the effort that it takes to put into like feeding your family
Wow.
well.
Yeah, so that's what food means to you, kind of like bringing the family dynamic back together,
Yeah,
bringing people together.
yes, definitely. I think food has the capacity to cultivate relationships and like deep connections. If you think about it, like weddings or funerals or any other like monumental events or even just like hanging out with your girlfriends, there's always food. It's very communal. And I think like it's a very I think it's a concept that's close to the Lord's heart, honestly, because in Acts he tells us to like break bread with one another.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And the house churches that started, they would always get together regularly and they were together. He fellowship. Yeah. They had everything they needed.
Yeah, and I think being around the table or being around communal spaces of being able to have communion, it facilitates the space for like
Mm.
deep conversation and like
Mm.
healing conversation or just like a really good laugh,
Yeah.
you know?
And bringing people together, especially now in this day and age where like a lot of people are getting married later in life. And I'm sure there's a lot of lonely singles too.
Yeah.
Late 30s, and they're missing that feeling of wanting a family. So doing something like this is helping them come in to the circle.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And something else that I've noticed,
Mm,
it's kind of been a byproduct,
mm,
um, which I believe is another stream of ministry that the Lord is using this company to do. So you mentioned that there's like a lot of lonely people.
yeah.
Um, and I've had a handful of clients
Mm,
who they're not just clients, but they're people that I've had the opportunity to build relationship with and I had the opportunity to like pray with people.
mm.
I remember one time this woman, she was just chatting with me and she just needed somebody to listen to her. And I just sat with her while she sobbed at the table.
That's so precious.
Yeah. And like being in someone's home is such an honor.
Yeah.
Like it's a sacred space, it's a safe place for them.
Mm,
It's a place where they just are who they are.
right.
And for someone to invite you into that place is also an honor.
Yeah.
And we get to see people at their best and at their worst.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it's really special.
Wow. That's beautiful. Can you give a word of encouragement for somebody that is in a similar position as you, where they're trying to build a business, but they're a little weary and they want to give up, or but like I don't like you said you shared how you didn't feel that you were smart enough or qualified enough, but the Lord, we don't go based off of our feelings, right? Because the Lord tells us who we are. Right. So for any of those that are feeling that way, could you give a word of encouragement?
Yes. I would say to surround yourself with people who love and encourage you and people who do know how to do the things that you don't. And just know that you are more loved and more supported than you think you are, and people are willing to help you. Um, and just like, if you don't quit, you win, dog. Like, man, it's just that simple.
And Kimmy, how can people find you if someone is watching this and they're like, "Oh, I need a personal chef. Let's go. I want some home cooked meals for the week." Like how
Definitely. So, I mean, I can give you the website to link in this video, but it's
yeah.
www.thechefettesrq.com.
And they could book you through the website?
Sure can.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thanks for being on today and for encouraging our listeners and sharing your story.
Nice, Liz.
Just so awesome, and I'm hoping the best for you that, the vision that God gave you will come into full fruition. In Jesus' name, He's got great things for you.
Yeah, I love you. I love you.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.